Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Dark and Darker video. It has been almost a week since I've been able to play and upload Dark and Darker, but we are back, and having coming back from this little break, I've decided to give Slayer Fighter another chance, and I think I've actually come up with a very strong build. So what I'm doing is I'm using Horseman's Axe with a dagger which has all attributes, and yeah, with Slayer and some weapon damage on a lot of my gear. I'm actually hitting for around 100 with every hit, which is kind of insane when it comes to Horseman Axe. And as you can see, I am using Sprint and Adrenaline Rush, so when we get in a fight, I'm going to be able to put out quite a lot of DPS in a short space of time. So yeah, I've been loving experimenting with this build, and if you haven't given Slayer Fighter a go, I think it is maybe a little bit slept on. I've seen a lot of people saying it's terrible, but in all honesty I think it can be really strong, especially in duels, that's for sure. A lot of people don't expect the sudden burst of damage which you can actually output. But yeah, we spawned in camp here. My friend is playing a bard, so he's able to give us quite a few nice buffs. But he's playing more of a fighting bard, so he's going to be getting involved in the fights as well. Yeah, I've really been enjoying the runes duel. I think it's played too much of it when it released, but it's definitely a lot of fun. If you've got a duel partner, it is a great place to run. You can get some pretty good loot, and there are quite some geared chads on here as well, which can make for some really fun fights. Maybe some of you can actually answer this question that I have, but I've been wondering where the rusted key has been moved to. I have a couple of these keys, and I have not been able to find the room for the life of me. So if you know where it is, please let me know down in the comments, because it has been bothering me to no end. Yeah, we're just clearing up the AI here. Just going room to room, looking for some good fights to dive into over here. I think we're headed to this edge of the map because we were actually looking for the rusted key room. I had heard a little tip that it was on the edge of the map, but I'm still yet to find it. Yeah, just taking a little look around. And I believe at this point, yeah, we do get ambushed by what sounds like a barbarian and a warlock. Yeah, just trying to keep spacing a little bit. Get an idea of where this warlock is. Looks like another fight is breaking out. Another barbarian and a cleric. So we gotta play this a little bit careful. Gonna jump back down, get some spacing, let things pan out a little bit. I don't want to get actively involved. Can't tell if it's a 3-man or not, but I'm gonna get involved and take down this barbarian if I can. Managed to bring him down. Head up, we've got to take down the second barbarian now. With Slayer Fighter we got movement speed, so we can easily dodge large swing attacks. And unfortunately does get a headshot on us there, but we managed to take him out regardless. Nothing like a double barbarian and a cleric. I'm not sure if that was a trio there, or what the hell was happening, but regardless, we managed to take them down. I believe my bard friend managed to take one of them down during that fight as well. So that must have been 2 duels. Yeah, it looks like they didn't have the best gear. Mostly basic. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying out a few of these different one-handed weapons when it comes to Fighter Slayer. I'm not really sure which one's the best at the moment. The Horseman's has a really nice attack speed. I get combos very nicely with Adrenaline Rush. I've been enjoying using it, but I do want to try the Falchion as well. And also the Arming Sword, I think could be very nice. Good thing about this build is there's a lot of different ways to play it. A lot of different weapons to use, so never really gets boring. Yeah, having cleared out that side of the map, we're going to venture forth back towards the centre and see if we can find any more players around here. grab the Shrine of Protection. And here we do find what looks like a dual stack of rangers. Perhaps a ranger and a rogue. Yeah, 2 rangers. Get this door open, give chase a little bit. You're gonna have to be a bit careful here. It is very difficult to push 2 rangers. Looks like one of them jumped up top. I'm trying to deal with this guy just now. But he does have a nice height advantage on us. It's a little bit difficult. And his friend starts hitting us in the back. I decide to go for him and get rid of that pressure if I can. My bard takes out the other ranger, and I managed to scare that one off, so nice separation. And I do turn around because my friend does say that he's getting ambushed by a couple of rogues, so I head back and start chopping away at this rogue's ankles. He starts to run. Jumps out of invis. That was his first mistake, and yeah, he is unfortunately slumped to the floor afterwards. And his friend ran with great haste after they were ambushed. Yeah, at this point, it doesn't look like there's too many people left in the lobby. Maybe a few stragglers. We do have a couple of rangers still alive. Start to get re-pressured by that guy that I chased away before. We're just healing up a little bit. See if we can bait him close. Looks like he goes far. Not really sure if that's the same ranger or a different one. He's pulled skeleton aggro. I'll just use cover to dodge the trail shot. Gets a door shot on us, so I'm just gonna clear instead. Check these guys, see what they had. Got a nice amount of healing. I'm gonna go for that Shrine of Health. We do find another duo over there by the Shrine of Health. Very unfortunate. I was going to heal up there. But I'm just gonna have to do it the old fashioned way with some healing pots. My friend says he has a campfire, so I decide to sit down for a brief moment of respite. Enjoy the fires in these dark ruins. But not for long, because the ranger comes back and is once again looking for some heat. And once again he shuts the door on us. Just being pesky and annoying at this point. But I suppose that is the job of a ranger. I'm kind of surprised by how tanky this Slayer build actually is. Quite a lot of the time I can survive quite a lot of arrows. I do have projectile resistance on, which helps a little bit. But yeah, definitely tanking some arrows and tanking some hits in close quarters combat as well. Just gonna see if these guys push us through there. But I have a lot of doubt that they actually will. Didn't see the second guy, but I did see one ranger through there when I went for that Shrine of Health, so I'm assuming they're not really going to push. Instead they're just going to set up. Let's throw the halberd up into our second slot to free up some space. Point. We're gonna jump in, see if we can see them in here. Holding the right side. I'm gonna get a wee push going. And just like the other ranger, he is just shutting doors on us. Got a double ranger comp over here. This must have been the 2 that I saw at the Shrine of Health. Looks like they've looped around. This one unfortunately cornered himself, so we're going to take him down with ease. Yeah, a lot of fighting in this raid. A whole lot of fighting. Very fun raid for us. He had a lot of nice loot in his inventory. Unfortunately, circle's closing. Don't have too much time to loot, so just gonna leave most of it. Defending an escape portal over here. Just checking for traps when we come through this door. There are a couple of rangers left. And we do run into a fighter wizard comp in here. This is going to be a bit of a hard one for us to take. I was running into the final circle as well. Now both teams do want to escape. So as soon as they back off for portals, we're going to make a push. And try and take over this room if we can. I had my suspicions this might be Yuno and his teammate because they were playing duos at the time on a fighter wizard comp. But yeah, this wizard is launching fireballs. We're going to play a bit of a bait. I'm going to take the corner. My teammate's going to see if they actually decide to push him. I think they're having doubts because we are in the final circle and it's starting to close. And this fight might be the death of all of us. And I hear a cross shot land, I make a push. The fighter manages to escape. And the wizard does too. And I run back, trying to get portals now. If there was two in this room here. Teammate starts opening one. It's going to be very close. Have to get the second open. I managed to jump inside just before the dungeon shuts its doors. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoying this build. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.